I just got a short little video showing you about kleeneze, the history, the present, and the future. God, it's more exciting than it ever been in the whole of the kleeneze history, which you'll see in a second. So if you don't know, it was born in 1923, which is a long time ago. We're nearly 100 years old, so that's one good thing about it. A guy went to America. I liked the concept over there. Came back to the UK and decided to start in the UK selling brushes door to door, and that's how we're born in 1923. So what happened? It carried on all the way through the war. They helped looked after the country in the war, making things for the war, etc. And in 1961, a guy called Jimmy Nicholson joined. This is just one example, and he joined part-time as a fireman and decided to take off week off work and see what he could make in a week. And he actually made 2.5 times his income with kleeneze in that week he was off, and decided, what's the point of being a fireman if I can make more money doing kleeneze? So that's when he actually joined. So well done on that, and that was roughly about the time I was born as well. So move forward a little bit, 1970. Before that, we were just a company with area managers. Jimmy had worked his way up to an area manager, and they put him in the worst area in the country, an area near Billericay in Essex, and he made that the best area. So it's the attitude that makes things work as well. So well done on that, getting to the top of that. And then in 1970 became an MLM company. Now some people didn't like that, they wanted a secure job, but Jimmy could see the potential in network marketing and building a team, and he got stuck into that. So well done again. Another big point that I've just jumped forward is in 1982 we changed to a catalogue. So prior to that, they had a suitcase going around the door selling the bits and pieces. We now had a catalogue. Now there's very few women actually went around the doors with a suitcase. I was really the kleeneze man, but this opened it up to both sexes of just dropping catalogues and picking up orders, which is fantastic. Still works today really well. So well done on grasping both sides of the opportunity there. Then what happened in 1989? At the time, the MD and the Dotty, if you don't know what that is, the distributor of the year at the time, jumped ship. The MD had been poached from an American company coming into the UK, and he was trying to take all his team away to actually go and do something else. And what it was, a lot of the younger people will not know this, was a company called NSA water filters. And what you had to do was buy 3 grand's worth of stock, and then basically try and get other people to buy 3 grand's worth of stock. And it lasted a period of time. But guess what? The kleeneze people at jump ship couldn't make it work, because they weren't used to trying to sell anything, because 95% of the population aren't salespeople. When we joined that distributor year, it actually came back to kleeneze, was working on the corporate side for a while, but we didn't know this when we joined. We just found that out a little bit later, but it didn't put me off, because basically I was going to make this work whatever it took. Because I could see when I joined, Jimmy Nicholson was then earning £12,000 a month. He never jumped ship. He seen the potential of kleeneze and actually stuck with it. So that's one tip. Prior to me joining, the only exposure I had of kleeneze, somebody came round to my house trying to sell us safes 6 weeks before I joined, and he wanted me to sell these safes, which are going to go in everybody's house. I've actually ended up in most hotel rooms, but I don't think many houses now have still got safes in them. But I asked him, what are you doing? Is this all you do for a living? He said, no, I do kleeneze. Well, I didn't know what kleeneze was. And I just said, do you make much money? And he said, oh, no, you don't get many orders. There's not much potential. But then, 6 weeks later, I got shown the kleeneze video. And I seen Jimmy Nicholson and other people making a lot of money. And I thought, if they can do it, I can do it. You don't have to be a salesperson, which is the most important thing. And all you got to do is give somebody a little video, and they either want to join or they don't, and there's no selling involved. So that's why I got involved. Also, I've shown proof of people making big checks without many people in their team. Just a small numbers of people in the team. But more important, everybody, even with nobody in the team, could make some income. We have people earning £3,000 a month without anybody in the team. So it's an amazing concept. Never seen anything better in the 25 years where I've been with an amazing business. So what happened is we put a system in place and developed a system, and basically the team exploded through the pay plan right away up to about the year 2000 and a bit. And then what happened then is the internet and the future came along. Now guess what? Because we went to school prior to the internet, none of this was taught at school. So we had to work our way around it. Home shopping was absolutely booming, and it's getting bigger and bigger all the time. but we just hadn't got our head around it. We knew it was there, and we knew it was a way to get leads, but we hadn't cracked that as well till very, very recently. In the last sort of 6 months, we've really cracked it, which I'll show you in a second. So the future is amazing with the internet, and the old way still works the catalog side if you want to go and do that, which you'll see in a second. So we've got this extra string to the bow, which is absolutely amazing. So the future is, we've got an amazing new warehouse. Here's our new warehouse, full of stock, and it's going to get shipped all over the shop soon, all over the world. But I want to just share some stories that shows you it is real. Now, this lady had been with one of these American companies, and she'd tried it. She'd paid her £35 to join. She'd bought her £200 worth of stock, and she had to buy 100 quid's worth of stock a month to get a check. And she tried it for 18 months, got a couple of people in her team, and absolutely got nowhere with it, really. And then she's joined kleeneze, checks of 600, 1100, and she's flying high on the PSG because she knows how simple a business this is to actually make it work. And now Nikki Carewood, she's just been involved in the business 2 years. Now, how can a girl, 21, break all records of other people who've been in sales for 20 or 30 years with supposedly loads of skill, going from £300 to £2,000 in her first year? She went gold in a couple of months. She went bronze, and she's just picked up a check last week for £3,886, and they're both about 22. Runs alongside a little baby now and another one on the way with a partner, Richard. Now, that's the power of this amazing opportunity. The young ones can absolutely just go and clean up on the internet. Now, one more thing here. Now, I'm an old hand at this, 25 years in the business, but I've studied this over the last year to get my head round how to sponsor people online. Because I could see Nikki was doing it, 21, 22, but that's no good unless I could do it as well. So last week, I sponsored 10 in a week. That's the best I've ever done in 25 years. I'm now up to 14. We're sort of just in the start of week 2 of the period. So I'm just going to carry on this period and see how many I sponsor, and then teach the team how to do it. It's a completely new way to do it, but I know for a fact you couldn't do that with any other opportunity if you ask them to pay 35 quid, 200 quid to join, and then pay a lump of money every month. It'll last for a couple of months, but you cannot build a business knocking other people's business down. It's sad. It's really, really sad, because eventually, when you've run out of people to take out other business, what's going to happen? You've got to go to Joe Public. And if Joe Public will not buy that, they've got to be able to see a simple opportunity it works, and when they do, they'll follow you. And this is what's going to happen now. So we're going to explode this business over the next few years and in the years ahead, so you can have a really rock solid future. And just to finish off, we're going worldwide with this opportunity, and it's going to be launched from the UK. We're in Ireland, we're already in Spain. We've other got countries that's going to come into the pipeline, and we are a product-driven opportunity where we can actually show people's checks without having to fork out money every month for auto ship, etc., which I think will become illegal eventually, because there's no products actually going to an end user. So that's a history, the present, and the future with our amazing opportunity. Anybody tries to tell you it doesn't work, send them this video, give it a like, give it a share, have a fantastic day, and absolutely build yourself a monster team.